Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
That's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys once again for tapping into our platform. You guys know what we do. This show is called On the Rise, and I specifically like these type of shows because two reasons. One thing, we shine light on the people that's really doing the work out here. And another thing, is always dope to find talent, basically people don't know about, and we get to put them on about these new people that's really carving their way and really making a niche in the industry. And so tonight I got a very special guest. She goes by the name of Cherokee. Cherokee, what is going down? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good. Glad to be on here.
That's what's up. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, Cherokee has a dope entertainment background. She has a show, she has film school, she has projects. We're going to wrap it up with her real quick and see how things is going on her side. So I believe you're in Philly. Tell me about Philly. What's going down in Philly? What's the temperature in Philly? What is the energy out there?
Well, Philly is Philly. You know,
Philly is Philly. That's true.
it's always some crazy stuff going on, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, I try to stay out the mix so I won't be involved. But even when you don't want to be involved, sometimes they try to involve you.
That's what's up. So for those who don't know, your background is entertainment, music industry. I mean, you're well-versed. I want to tap into your roles, many of your different roles. I know you, like I said, you wear many hats as a boss, one being CEO, one being producer. Tell me about that production lane for you, that producer lane for you, that CEO. Tell me about your company, Cherokee Stable.
Okay, Cherokee Stable, my reality TV show. I
Mhm.
have a production company. It's called Cherokee's German Chick Studios. I have a website online that, it can pull it up and tell you more about my show and my Instagram and everything. I started off with production just out of nowhere. I went and got on a show out in New York, Baddies Revenge, and they put me on production. So that was like my first experience. And then someone gave me an opportunity here, and then I just been going on with it ever since for my show.
Wow. So somebody gave you the alley hoop and you just took off.
Yeah.
Basically, they gave you the plug and you became the plug.
Right.
That's fire.
How you do that?
Yeah, I'm not like, wait a minute, just that fast too. Look, you learn fast, so that's what's up. Wow, just like that. Okay. So now, was you in the show yourself already, and then you just somebody like put you on and gave you a shot, or how's that work? Were you actually actress and in reality TV yourself, or how that work?
Well, I was doing like content skits and everything,
Okay.
modeling, and then did a skit out in New York and a movie out in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there with somebody, they seen me and was like, "Oh, I want you in the movie." So that's how I got in. I was like an extra, but it's cool. It's called The Boogie.
That's
So
what's up.
and then I did another movie here in Philly. So, and then
Okay.
like after that, like people was watching and they say, "Oh, I see you doing this, and then I see you doing that. Let's do this."
Let's do this. Okay. They connected the dots. Okay.
Right.
And so eventually I read that you went to film school?
Yes, I'm in film school right now, NYU, for executive producer.
Oh, so you taking this thing to a whole nother level.
Yes, I'm not
Okay.
playing with it.
Oh, you're not playing with it. Okay. Okay. Wow. So your reality TV show you mentioned earlier, did you have like a casting process? Like like the modeling and casting call, you know how people go for the show, or did you randomly pick people, or you had people really audition?
No, I really had people auditioning. I've been doing this show since October. So,
Mm.
I had filmed and ran through different people and even different cameramen. So that'd be a
Mm.
different story in Philly. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay. So you got to have the right crew. Then you got to have the right cast. Then you got to have even down to the security. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
okay.
Word is good.
Okay.
And I got now is like great. Like we hitting major numbers. And it's
Nice.
and at me from, the progress, and I just never stopped, and I kept going when people try to make you stop, and it's like, "No, this is for me, like, the universe gave me this, Imma do it."
You're gonna
I
run
never
in this lane.
Right, I never
That's
would've
just
I would do anything like
wow. So you ain't have that's what my next question. You just said it. I was like, did you plan this or you
No, it just came to me, like
really?
yeah, no.
Wow. So you really running with a deck like somebody like you just dealt the cards that somebody handed you and you just literally running with it and like boom.
Right, because I
Wow.
wanted to be, like, on reality TV, but then
Mhm.
to be like, yeah, I woulda never imagined this.
Wow. And in this school, you pursuing it for real, professionally, getting your education on it. Shout outs to you for that. Cause some people don't even take it that seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like you really invest in investing.
Yes, yes, yes. No, this is something that I really wanna do, even if I can get on production or
Mhm.
make platforms. Because with this school, it's gonna connect me to industry things, so that's what I would like to do. Like, I'm really trying to put people on, I'm trying to get on, and just make it don't gotta be all about fighting. That's what I'm on. I got my Roku network, like a Zeus app. I got a Roku, Cherokee Stable app where I got
Mm.
my TV show on there, and it's different movies and music and Philly artists. Yeah, so I'm just like really building something here.
Okay. Like I say, in terms of building, you just said it perfectly. You're building it really sounds like you building your platform.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You're building your platform, you creating a dope foundation. But the cool part about it too, not only are you doing you, Cherokee, but you actually putting people on.
yeah.
That you see what I'm saying? That's the boss part that a lot of people kind of overlook. They feel kind of privileged, like, oh, I got, like I'm special, but you actually really creating opportunities for people out there yourself. You know what I'm saying? Outside of yourself, because you can easily be selfish and say, yo, I'm just gonna keep this thing for me. But how does that work out for you? How does that make you feel when you create opportunities for other females, just men in general too? People to get opportunities to work with you.
It make me feel good because I would want somebody to give me that same opportunity, and they did.
Hmm.
And us house in Philly, like, we single mothers and everything, don't
Hmm.
know about certain routes, just might need some direction or maybe have went through something. That's what happened with me. I done went through things and had him to tell my story and help. So I'm cool with it. So that's what I'm on. I don't have a problem with trying to help and put people on to get money.
That's fire. That's fire right there. And the show, can you tell us a little bit about what the show is actually about for those who don't know?
Yes, well, I have a bunch of content creators and artists, like rap artists and everything.
Mhm.
So what we do is like we come together to film, but it been jumping in the chat lately. So we had an audition and we gave out shirts
Okay.
and one person got a shirt. So when she got that shirt, she just went crazy. And then it just caused a big drama in the chat. And then that's how the fights led. Like it's been crazy fights going on. Like it's just popping. Like,
So so what you saying is if I tap in, it's gonna be some action guaranteed.
yeah, that's, that's
That's all you need to say.
yeah,
So if y'all looking for some nonstop action,
yeah.
some dope talent, people
Yeah.
really, really, really getting in there. And they passionate. You can say it's passionate. Like I said, they like, look, you ain't gonna come up that easy. Somebody got to be a star.
Right. Story, everybody ain't gonna get along. So I mean that's how we doing good numbers. We hit
Mhm.
10K and it's doing real good. So like I'm excited to keep moving forward, with what we got going on.
Beautiful, beautiful. Big motion on that. And you mentioned that you have a Roku channel as well, correct?
Yes, it's called Cherokee Stable. If you type it in, it'll come up like in the apps. And I also have a link in my bio on all my on IG, sorry, on my
Mhm,
Instagram. It's I am Cherokee the Baddest, and in my links it says Cherokee Stable Roku. So
mhm.
you can access it through there. It's $3.99 for a free trial, and then it's $10 a month.
That's
But it's
what's
a lot
up.
of entertainment on there. So
Okay, okay. And we got more than one show on there. You got different shows, different content on there as well on your channel.
right now I'm looking to put people on,
Okay.
have my reality TV show and just like regular urban movies,
Mhm.
music that we like to listen to. But then, like I said, I have music artists that's under me that's on my show. So I have them up on the app showing their Philly talent or whatever like that. So it's just like a mixture of everything, you know?
Dope. Oh, so you got a music background as well, or you tap into the music industry?
I yeah, I guess so now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look now. Now you do.
Now, but I love it. Like I just want to produce. So whatever I
Okay.
is, that's what I'm bringing.
Do you kind of foresee yourself kind of, some people be doing diversity with their production. Do you see yourself kind of getting behind producing any kind of music videos, any kind of short films for artists and stuff like that as well?
Yes, we're actually working on a music video right now. A couple people from my cast is making a song.
Mhm.
I'm in the studio and then we're gonna make a video. So yes, I am
Okay.
doing that. I'm looking forward to making a movie about my life. Like people just see like I do this. I want people to like really know who I am. It's
Mhm.
going all uptown. So I'm gonna be working on that soon as well.
Okay, so we got it sounds like that's a documentary.
Yeah.
That's fire, that's fire. Now are you still looking for talent too? Like, sometimes like are you scoping talent now? Are you always looking for talent and kinda, on your A&R tip as well too?
Yes, always,
Dope,
always. It's
dope. So
a turnaround, so yes.
okay. So artists, if y'all listening, y'all trying to get your music scored and music placed into projects and stuff like that, Cherokee is definitely the plug for that as well. Moving right along, is there anybody in Philly or just in general, that you would like to work with on the camera or behind the scenes, or anybody like on your hit list quite yet? Or maybe down the line in the future, just people you admire, respect, and like, what, I would love to do a project with such and such. Is anybody in your radar right now, or you just really focusing on you?
I'm focused on me, but I'm open to working with anybody. But if anybody I would like to meet up with, it would definitely be Gilly and Walla.
Got you. There you go. That's the plugs.
Yeah, it would be something like that. But yeah.
Okay, I can see you with them. Yeah, I can see y'all be tripping out. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Tell me about some upcoming projects you got outside of the show. Now, is the show ongoing? Are we in the current season right now, or how's that work?
Yes, I'm gonna be dropping an episode tomorrow. We in the first season. Well, this is actually the second season, but this is with the new people. So
Okay.
dropping an episode tomorrow, my first one. And yeah,
Okay. Any other upcoming projects outside of the show? Do you dabble into apparel? Any other things? Any other hats and stuff like that, or just some collaborations you might have got going on with some people?
yeah,
Any other projects?
yes, I'm doing a collab right now actually with Ryan Murder and Fast Comp. So what it is, we have an app that we've come out with. It's like an Instagram app and you can post your pictures on there, tag whatever you're wearing in your picture and basically get tips and get paid for it. So we're the creators of the app. So we're looking for people to come on and make money. Everybody like getting dressed. So it's like a good idea. Why not get paid for it?
Oh, some music, film, technology. What else you got? You ain't playing this year.
Oh no.
That's what's up. Shout out to you. My final question for you, Cherokee. Is there anybody in your circle you want to give a shout out to? We got a lot of people in our corners or behind the scenes. I know you in front of the camera sort of say, you're in the public's eye, which is not easy to do in itself. But we got family, we got managers, we got significant others in the background. I always like to leave an episode or close the episode with shouting out to the people who mean a lot to us. Is there anybody in your circle, in your camp that really, really holding you down and really been supporting you on this journey so far? You want to make sure they get some public flowers?
Yes, I would like to shout out first my cast because they've been sticking with me from day one. Then Hayes, like those my OGs from the show. Like I with them. Also, sorry, I don't know if I can curse.
Well, go ahead. I'll bleep
But
that out. You good.
okay. Also, Ron Murder, he's helping me out. He's been connecting me with a lot of good people and
Mhm.
a lot of dots and getting me on radio stations and everything. So shout out to him.
Mhm.
Also, my kids, my daughter, she's been helping me with the production part, and I would like to thank my dude for being there for me and putting up with my boy.
Not a problem. Look, we're gonna end it off with him and the fam. Thank you once again, Cherokee, for tapping in On the Rise, this segment, this show. We appreciate you. Love what you're doing in Philly. You bubbling right now. Everybody knows it. I seen the skits and stuff myself. I said, yeah, this about to go take off.
Yes. Thank
No
you. Thank
problem. So if
you.
y'all listening right now, I'm gonna have the links to her Roku channel and her IG as well in the show notes of this episode. So don't worry. Y'all have plenty of opportunity to tap in, follow, stream, support, purchase a membership on the channel, and definitely continue to do things that support Stardom. Y'all know how we do. We definitely support the people. This is On the Rise. Cherokee, once again, thank you so much for tapping in.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Until next
Mm.
time, y'all. Peace out. We will see you next week with another dope episode. Be good and peace.
Mm.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.